Alright, good morning everyone. Good morning. Alright, so you're going to be reading The Lost City. That's on 550. But first I want us to close your eyes for a minute. And you're going to imagine that you just got on an airplane and you're going really, really far away from home and you're by yourself. Just put yourself in that spot. There's lots of jungles. There's lots of snakes that are venomous. There's lots of water. There's a lot of unknown people that you can't talk to because you don't know their language. Okay, you can open your eyes. Doesn't that sound scary to you? Nope. Yeah, that sounds scary to me, you know? On the plane, This is what one of our characters is doing in our story. Because he's in search of a lost city. And he's going away by himself to find the city. So, by looking at the cover picture, where do you think this story is taking place?
In the mountain.
The jungle. Observation. Yes.
On Island.
Maybe. Alright, so let's go to the next page. Alright, so this is taking place in Peru. The Lost City is referring to an ancient city in Peru. Machu Picchu was discovered in 1911 when a Peruvian guide led the Yale professor Urim Bigman. That is our character who flew away from home to this unknown country. So, raise your hand if you know anything about Peru.
It's in South America.
Good job. Has anyone ever been in?
It's far away from home.
Yeah. You know anything about the people there?
No. They speak different languages. They're tan.
They are tan. Normally they have black hair. Alright, we're going to watch this short little video. It's going to help you see Machu Picchu a little better.
Where's the video?
This thing's so different. This computer's so different.
What, Windows?
It's very different.
I have Windows.
It's moving security 60 times faster than AI. The Stone City of Machu.
Fascinating archaeological sites on the planet. Located northwest of Cusco, Peru, Machu Picchu is a testament to the power and ingenuity of the Inca people. During its prime, the Inca civilization stretched about 2,500 miles along South America's Pacific coastline, from modern-day Ecuador down into Chile. This distance is nearly the horizontal width of the continental United States. Machu Picchu, located at the center of this once expansive empire, is one of the few well-preserved remnants of the Inca civilization. Built around the mid-15th century, Machu Picchu is a stunning example of the Incas' engineering feats. The Inca constructed Machu Picchu's palaces, temples, terraces, and infrastructure using stone, and without the help of wheels or tools made of steel or iron. One particularly notable aspect of their construction is foregoing the use of mortar, a material often used to bind stones together. Nonetheless, the stones of Machu Picchu were cut so precisely that they snugly fit together. Located on two fault lines, Machu Picchu often experiences earthquakes, but because of the stone's exceptional cut and fit, they bounce during tremors and then are able to easily fall back into position. These engineering marvels have preserved Machu Picchu's remarkable condition for over 500 years. Machu Picchu's purpose is still a mystery to many archaeologists. Some theorize that it may have served as a ceremonial site, a military stronghold, or a retreat for nobility. The site's geographic layout may be significant in another way. Many of both the man-made and natural structures appear to align with astronomical events. But in the early 16th century, only about 100 years after it was built, Machu Picchu was abandoned. And since the Inca had no written language, no records exist to explain the exact purpose of the site. Although local communities knew about Machu Picchu, the site remained largely unknown to the outside world for hundreds of years. Spanish conquistadors who invaded the Inca civilization in the 16th century never came across the site. It wasn't until the early 20th century when Melchor Arteaga, a local farmer, debuted Machu Picchu to outsiders when he led Yale University professor Hiram Bingham to the site. Bingham and successive explorers devoted much of their academic careers to studying the archaeological wonder. Despite its enigmatic nature, Machu Picchu still stands as one of the world's most important archaeological sites. It is a testament to the power and ingenuity of one of the largest empires in the Americas. In 1983, UNESCO designated Machu Picchu as a World Heritage Site, and today, visitors from around the world come to pay homage to this piece of history.
So this just kind of sums up, this is in your book. The Inca Empire was a wealthy and highly developed civilization of South American people. It's centered in the Andes Mountains of Peru. By the late 1400s, it extended more than 2,500 miles into modern-day Ecuador, Bolivia, and parts of Chile and Argentina. The emperor was believed to be the descendant of the sun god and ruled with absolute power. The Inca people were technologically advanced and created beautiful architecture, irrigation systems, and vast systems of roads. There were great goldsmiths and silversmiths as well. The empire ended when treasure-seeking Spanish explorers conquered the Incas in the 1500s. The Quechua are living in Peru today and are descendants of the Inca people. So they're technologically advanced. What are some ways that things that we have in technology that we didn't have before? I want you to try to list some of those. iPhone, yeah. Computers. Yeah. Xbox.
PlayStation.
I like games at it.
Yeah. Nintendo Switch. Tractor. A Nintendo Switch.
I just like all this technology.
Not me. I
like it too. Cars and transportation. How they used to get around.
I love animals.
Yeah, animals. In our story, our character had the donkey. Yes.
Cartoons and Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
You like Power Rangers? Alexander Graham Bell. A lot. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
They didn't have army tanks.
Army tanks, yeah.
Donald Trump. They didn't have Barack Obama.
So think about our buildings. We have many more materials now don't need to build houses than the Incas did, right? Alright, so in Peru, they have changed the way they build stuff too because technology has advanced. Alright.
They didn't have cell phones back then.
So that's our Hiram Bigman. He's going to be our character, one of the main characters.
That looks like Bailey's donkey. Meal.
So as we read through this story, I want you to see if you see one object that's in the book that we still have today, but it's improved. Yes,
Clothes?
you're gonna read about it. I'm not gonna tell you. I want to tell you a secret. I also want you to pay attention to any words that you may not know the meaning of or recognize. Okay.
I do.
All right. I'm gonna start it off. Do you still call it popcorn reading?
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll do popcorn reading. We're only gonna read half the story because it's kind of long. Okay.
When you said to make a funny school new, there is something new that they didn't have. There's this like but take out steel bridges. It's like this little dynamite. It's like this big piece of metal in it, and when it blows up, it shoots this metal through it and cuts it. And then there's another charge in there that will blow and make it fall. It's just like.
All right, I'm gonna start you off. We'll just have you read like a paragraph when your name is called. You can call on each other. So we're on page 544. In his first journey to South America, Yale professor Urim Bingham longed to explore the hidden lands that lay beyond the snow-capped peaks of the Andes. Legend had it that the lost city of the Inca of Pampa lay there. Bingham was determined to discover it. So in 1910, the Yale Peruvian expedition was organized. Finally, in July 1911, Bingham and his fellow adventurers arrived in Cusco, the first capital city of the Inca. What lay ahead for them was far from what they had expected and more amazing. Our story begins high in the mountains of Peru. The boy looked out at the cloud-covered peaks all around him. Already his papa was working in the terrace fields, but last night he had dreamed of a tall stranger carrying a small black box. Okay, raise your hand if you want to guess what maybe the black box is. Yes.
Treasure.
Treasure?
A map.
Map.
It can have under the black box.
Food?
Dynamite. Let's do it.
Alright, you're gonna find out in the story what that black box is. He could not get the dream out of his mind. Suddenly the clouds burned off and the mountains were bathed in glorious light. The dream foretold of something wonderful, he was sure. He wants to read it.
60 miles long. It's called Pyramid. Thoughtfully at the old wooden stone wall, as he had counted the session. Lost city of Inca, but right here in the most beautiful stone work I've ever seen. The Inca had no iron tools, however, so people or the wall had withstood time and earthquakes. How had the dream of the mystery?
So what did the Inca create without carving tools, wheels, or animals?
Walls.
The stone walls. Isn't that cool?
We have stone walls, but we use iron.
You want to call them?
He walked through the terrible street of the old capital. Danish has turned to his city. Constantly thinking of taking their gold and built churches over their temples. Suddenly he stopped before him was the famous temple of the sun. He placed his hands on the sun, warm stones so beautifully carved as if they had grown stone. Hidden in the mountains, the lost city was built of stone walls. Would it hold gold? A fabulous rich and life the Spanish had found. More than ever was determined that city.
Raise your hand if it's going to hold riches when they find this lost city. You think it will?
Yes.
Are you going to consonants?
I want to leave check the bustle. The next day, Bingham
began his search. He would look for ruins that might be the key. He and his party accompanied by military escort. Sergeant Carrasco led by mule train for the scared valley of sacred of the Urbana River. They come to the sleepy old village of Atlanta long ago, an important city. Its ancient stone terraces step up into the clouds. Are there any rooms nearby? Gingham asked. He went door to door. He sat for hours in the cantina. Are they any rooms near here? He asked anyone who came in. Do you know of the lost city of Billiamton? No one knew of it traveling north. The adventurers came upon a remote and wild canyon. Granite cliffs rose thousands of feet above the roaring rapids of the Urbana River. In the distance, they were snow-capped mountains over 3 miles high. Okay, so what is mule train? Don't know that.
Mule. Where there's a bunch of mules and vines.
Yep.
It's like mushrooms, but with mules.
It's the donkeys. They're on the
There's no
donkeys. All right, let's see. You want consonants?
Benjamin's determination to find the lost city grew with each turn of the infant wild train. Meanwhile, high on one of these frantic ridges, the boy tried to help his papa on the terraces, but was the stranger with the black. When he searched the mountains for a sign far below the valley, Benjamin's party camped on a sandy beach alongside the thundering rapids of the no one knew of any rules, but now the travelers around the where are you going? Local family named are there nearby Benjamin asked you skip the line. Skip the line that we were on. Yes, I found visitors into the camp. This time, through the interpeak letters, the farm said, yes, there are very good rooms on top of the mountain called. The farmer pointed straight up.
Okay, so no one in this town knew of these runs except this farmer, Artiga. I tried to find a picture. I'm not sure if that might be him. I know that's the sheriff, and there's our here in Bigdrum. Okay. These are just some more pictures of our characters.
Oh, yeah.
He leads them there, but we're going to keep reading to see how he leads them. Do you want a consonant?
On the next page. Page 548.
Yep.
Top of page. Can you take us there, Benjamin asked. No, said Arja. It is a very hard time. There are many snakes. Benjamin. This is called.
Okay.
This is called Benjamin.
Yeah, sure.
Benjamin offered him Artigo nodded. He would show them the way. Artigo led them down the river trail. Suddenly, he plunged into the jungle. Benjamin and the second followed. Artigo through ends underground down to the very edge of the river to a flimsy bridge made of slime block. What was he taking himself into? Bailey. Sergeant. Sergeant Carrasco and Artiga took off their shoes and crossed easily, gripping their feet. Benjamin was their type. He crept across the bridge and stayed on hands and knees, terrified. One slip and he would be dashed into pieces in roaring torrent blood. They climbed the bank into the dense jungle. Now the stalks were slippery and the heat dared. Artiga had one gun of the parchment, a very venomous snake. Benjamin's eyes searched the jungle. Up and up they climbed the wide river, and now a silver gray cloud of light. Artiga could think of nothing but the turbulence. Sergeant Carrasco thought about his good, sturdy shoes. Benjamin thought of thinking but the lost city. Of nothing but the lost city. They cut their way through tangled thickets. Up and up they climbed.
Yeah, we're gonna stop right there. Thank you. Alright, I wanted to show y'all the snake because I felt like you would really like that. So here's the Fer-de-Lance.
It looks like a rat. It's like touching a boa.
So when Europeans first explored South America, one of the deadliest snakes was found there. This is our Fer-de-Lance. This is a tropical viper, and it has a muscular body and lightning-fast strike and venom that can kill big victims, even humans. So when settlers first came in, there was hundreds of people killed from this snake. It still claims life today. So it can grow up to be 8 feet in length, and it can live up to 20 years. It has a big mouth to bite its victims just about anywhere on their bodies, and it's so fast the victim doesn't see it coming. And the coloring, it can blend in with the tree trunks. Isn't that cool?
It looks like a rattlesnake. That sounds pretty.
You might want to see that out there, which Alright, we're going to look at some of the unknown words that you guys may have seen in your story. You may know what they are, but some of us may not. We're going to do one together, and then you're going to go into groups and work on these unknown words. Let's look at page 544, please. We're going to define glorious. You may know what it means, but some of us may not. So let's read that sentence again. We can read it together. Suddenly the clouds burned off and the mountains were bathed in glorious light. So, you know it's describing the light, right? The dream foretold of something wonderful, he was sure. So we know glorious has got to be something wonderful. And also, when I think of glorious, I think of something pretty or beautiful. So we're using our context clues to find the meaning of these words. When using your context clues to help you know the meaning, you can use words from the sentence around the word to help you. You can use the word itself, and you can use pictures in the story to help you understand the meaning of the word as well. So, we're going to look at the definition and see if we were close. Alright, so when something is glorious, it's very beautiful and impressive. So are we close? Raise your hand. Yeah. So if we put it in the sentence to take away the glorious, will it still make sense? So if we say, off the mountains were bathed in beautiful light, would that make sense as well?
Yeah.
That's a good way to check it too. Alright, we're going to put you into 3 groups. Let's do these guys together. Okay. Or maybe just the first 2. And then you 2 rows, and then y'all together. That work? Alright, you 2 are in that group. These 2 rows. We've got one. And these 3 rows, and then the last 2 rows. This is where your notebook paper comes into play. You're going to all write on your notebook paper the definition you think your word is. You'll each have 2 words to define. You're going to use your context clues. Group 1, choose your word.
So pay attention to your words.
Group 2 is the middle group. Group 3. Use your context clues and talk to each other to come up with a definition. And then we're going to go over them together.
Are we going to write all of them?
You're just doing your 2 for your group. So your group, you're in group 2 and you're doing granite and curiosity.
So what are we?
Your group 2. I'll figure it out. Y'all can move and talk to each other.
Graham, you're not.
Y'all were so smart. But definition of that word. No, you're trying to find your lost.
That is your contact. So go look at the drill
Yeah, you're trying to find it for
I don't know. Guys, I put the page numbers up. I'm sorry. I put the page numbers up for the words for you. Okay, so at the top of your page on 544. Don't look it on the same page. I don't want you to use your glasses. I want you to use your context. Are you using the sentence, the pictures, or the word?
Yeah, you can use the glossary.
Context clues to start with, Jacob, in your story.
Where is it? Granite is on page 546. Curiosity is on 547.
So if all you want to do, call words. And you're trying to put the definition. Use the words around.
It's not there. I know. Right.
That's the thing, but it.
It's on 28.
No, Brandon. You realize that I didn't go there.
I'm gonna read the having fever. No.